All right, welcome to our next CUBmunnity broadcast episode. Josh, do you know what number we're on? Because I don't even know. I got to look on my phone.
I think it's 11.
What? 11 episodes. Pretty awesome. We have an amazing guest. This is our newest math teacher. I'm so excited to have Eddie a part of our school. I've worked with him in committees over the last, several years, and he just brings excitement and happiness and just a great attitude to everything he does. So welcome, Eddie Townsend.
Welcome, Eddie. I'd
Yeah.
second that. You were one of the first guys I met when I moved to Newport, and just been just a good person to be around. I've learned a lot from you, so I'm really excited to be working with you this year. Welcome.
Fired up.
All right, Eddie. So why don't you tell us, since you're new to our kiddos, just give us your background. Tell us where you're from, your interests, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm from Newport, and so I went to Sam Case. Back then, it was Sam Case and Uquinta View. Those were two elementary schools, and then both of those schools converged to Newport Middle School. And went to Newport Middle School, and I was actually the first 8th grade class to ever be in the building that we're in now. So that was a long time ago. And went to Newport High. And then went off to college, came back, and been teaching at Toledo High ever since. Coached there, and now it's just a great opportunity to move back to my hometown where my family and I live. So it's kind of my background there.
Well, you're being a little humble. There's some jewelry I think you can add to your collection, right? So tell us about this fancy jewelry that I don't have.
Oh yeah, well. When you play a team sport, obviously you're playing to win. And over the years, we've been pretty successful. And this last season, we got to just all the chips fell. We had a lot of good players. And we ended up winning the state title in Oregon. And so, yeah, my ring is on order. I don't know when I'm going to get it, but it is on order. And I'm excited about that. Huge.
Awesome.
So I'll have that probably just like sitting in my classroom or something. But
no, you got to wear it with pride. That's awesome.
I have some sample ones, and they're just huge. I mean, it's kind of like if you have these long nails, they get in the way. But yeah, I'll have it.
You and Lozier are gonna look pretty sweet giving fist bumps.
Yeah, Lozier's got that Linfield one, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's actually some coaches that they go to the state tournament every year, and when it comes to state tournament time, they wear their ring. One or two rings, and they just let them bling out. So
an intimidation factor would work on me, that's for sure.
Yeah, or like you're arguing a call with the ref, and you're like, look at
Nice.
That's pretty awesome. Hey, yeah. Eddie, tell us a little bit about what you were into back in school, middle school time. What kinds of things were you doing?
The big thing I was into was athletics. I mean, I had two things that I had to get done. I had to get good grades. So I focused on that, anytime there was a homework assignment, or I just took special pride in certain things. So when I was like in elementary school, I wanted to have the best handwriting there was, all those, I'm doing that with my son now. He's 5, and I printed up a bunch of, letter sheets and I'm like, you got to have good handwriting. I took pride in that, took pride in taking notes, took pride in, just being a good student. And then just whatever the sport was, I played 4 or 5 sports, in middle school and high school. So, I just wanted to just have fun and hang out with my friends and just do that kind of stuff, go fishing, go surfing, that kind of stuff, things that go crabbing. That kind of stuff was always fun to me. But the big thing was I wanted to get really good at athletics, and really just kind of set myself up as a student. I always kind of had that long range thing of just trying to be the best. Like there were some kids that were definitely better than me in my class academically, but I wanted to be better than them, or just be the best version of me. So
that's so
great.
Cool.
You alluded to this. You alluded to this a little bit, but what did playing on a team or even coaching a team, just in athletics, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I've been blessed as an athlete in high school, I was on, we won 4 league titles in football and basketball, when I was in school. So, and we won, we never had a losing season in any of the sports I played. And
oh my God. Sorry. That's like,
I'm not trying to like, it's not about bragging, but it's just like, well, it was like, there was a bunch of guys that were committed to what the goal was. The goal was to be good and to try to compete. And then obviously, like, there was somebody there that organized this well, and then everybody bought into their deal, whatever that is. And so as a coach, I've seen that even more, because you get to, as an adult, you kind of see it. You see, the good teams and what they do structurally, and then you see the bad teams and what they do structurally. And, whenever there's a good team or a good example, I was always the first one to like, hey, what's your phone number, to the coach, and I'd grill them. And so I'd find out, like, what are the successful things? And I think, it comes down to just finding out what the fundamentals are of whatever you're doing. So, for instance, for football or basketball, there's certain fundamentals that you've got to be really good at. And then, find out what system you want to do, whatever that is. And just, everybody has a role. Everybody's a cog in the machine. And there's some that are obviously better. I mean, you're watching this Michael Jordan doc, and it's like Michael Jordan was amazing. And if you take that out, it's like they're still okay, but they're not quite as good. So if you have better athletes or better players, that's great, but they still have to fit into the overall main goal of the team. Because the same thing, you coach plenty of teams or you play against plenty of teams where there's an amazing player, or maybe there's 2 or 3 amazing players. They just don't play together well. Yeah. And I think that's just a vision problem, like, you don't set a good vision, or you have a good vision, but you don't have like a good plan. Maybe there's a step or 2 missing in your plan, or you haven't thought through all the little micro steps, as I put it, to go to the next level. And so that's kind of what I saw people that were successful, and they had a certain way of doing things. It's like, we're doing this, we're disciplined, we're going to go a certain way, and we're going to kind of do it consistently. We're not jumping around. We're not, and then once you make up your mind, you just got to stick with it and go with it and trust it. And then I think once you go with it, then there's buy-in, and kids then buy into their role and all that. And then if it doesn't work, at least you came up with a plan, you executed the plan, you did as best as you could. And if it didn't work, then that's when, at the end of it, you can reevaluate. I think a lot of people that aren't maybe as successful as athletes or whatever, they don't stick with it. They just kind of like, oh, this isn't working in this moment. They don't have the long-term thing. And so they just jump around, and then they look back like, I don't know where it went wrong. It's like, well, maybe if you would have stuck with it, you could really see. And so as a coach, I just kind of, what I tried to do is just gather all the information I could, and as an athlete too, actually, and then just pick out what I personally wanted to do. Like, A, what did I think you could be successful with it? And B, is it something I would enjoy doing every day? So as a basketball coach, I don't really think I would enjoy, like, we're going to slow it down and grind it out and run offense for like 3 minutes consistently. We could do it, and we did practice it, because there's times in a game when you have to have that. But we're just going to go, and we're going to teach that system. It's not just rolling the ball out. Like, there's actually, more moving parts in that system. So you have to really teach. But the thing is kids have that freedom, and all of a sudden they want to work for it, and then it just falls into place. So yeah, I think working on a team, being on a team, it's like, what's the goal? What's the vision? And then what's my role in that? And then am I willing to put in the work to and I think when teams go wrong, one of those pieces falls off.
That's great.
What's your favorite movie, Eddie?
Forrest Gump.
That's mine. What's my number 2? I love that movie. What's your favorite part of the movie?
My favorite part of the movie is probably when he's there's a couple, but probably when he's running, and then he just stops.
Yeah.
And he's like, I think I'm gonna go home.
Well done.
I just didn't feel like running anymore.
My family's favorite is the shot of the buttocks, the what must have been 1,000,001 shot or whatever it is, and then what is it, John?
I got shot.
$4 wound. And so then he shows him his buttocks where it was, oh gosh, that my family thinks that's like the funniest.
Oh yeah. No, I love Forrest Gump. So I went in 1996, I believe it was, or maybe it was 94, but I went to the theater to watch it in Sacramento, California. I still remember. So little
That's
kid.
awesome.
That's great. What kind of music were you into growing up, Eddie?
Oh, hip hop. I actually really enjoyed, oldies like Steve Miller Band, Guns N' Roses, the Rolling Stones, but I also really liked hip hop. So like Tupac, Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G., and 90s hip hop. I just loved it. So it was a mixture, like a weird mixture.
What's the last concert you've been to?
I went to a Coldplay concert.
When?
It was like, I want to say 2010, 2011.
The Thompsons went to that too.
What's that?
The Thompsons, like Amy and Rob and their kids, they all went to that concert.
Was that the one in Bend?
No.
What's that?
In Bend, or where'd you see it?
We went to the Moda Center in Portland. It was odd. I mean, it was a buddy. I've loved Coldplay from the moment somebody introduced them to me, and that's probably my favorite band now. And so, I mean, I went and a buddy's like, "Hey, Coldplay's playing," and Katie and I got tickets, and it was cool. They gave you wristbands, and it was just going crazy. And all of your favorite songs, It's really one of my only concert experiences. So I need to get out there after the coronavirus dies down.
Yeah, right now. I've been calling Ticketmaster all day. I have a bunch of tickets this summer that I don't think are going to happen, and Ticketmaster's not being that cool about it. So I do.
Really?
Yeah, they are not refunding you unless you bought the insurance for it. So I'm out. I'm out.
I think there will be some backlash on that, I'm sure.
There has to be. So anyway, okay. So then, I'm sorry. I just asked another question, Josh. I just want to know food. We always ask about food. What's your go-to thing to get in Newport? Like, you're like having a bad day or you're having a great day. Like, what's the thing you're like, I'm gonna go get this?
Okay, so right now I'm practicing intermittent fasting and keto. So like that is, I don't eat anywhere, but whatever. If it was a normal me, my go-to is probably not a meal. I go to Starbucks and get a venti chai with like an extra pump. And yeah, I love chais, man. Just a nice hot chai. The thing about chai is this. You can go get a coffee. You can go get a white mocha. You can go get a latte, whatever you want. But once that thing goes cold, it is bad. It's not as good. A chai, I mean, you could go till like 1 and then you take a sip off of it. And it's like, just like I got it first moment, because so if it was food, oh man. Okay, so if I'm gonna sit down somewhere, there's a couple places. Ocean Blue, I love their fish and chips.
Okay.
I really like Clearwater. I really like obviously Oscars is like one of those quick go-tos.
Yeah.
Really just like, I want to clog the arteries. I'm getting myself a bacon breakfast burrito.
Yeah.
Kokomoka Joe's, they have some killer bentos. Love bento. Man, there's so many. Sushi's good, and then like late at night, or not late at night, but like during the day, if you want some breakfast stuff, you go to Chalet. So those are all good spots.
Cool.
There's probably other ones. Sorry if I didn't mention you.
Oh no, we're not about that here. you
right.
Want. Do you ever get a dirty chai where you put a shot of espresso into your chai?
I think there's this lady at the Starbucks that she's always like, what you should do?
Yeah, I'm that lady right now.
And she adds stuff to it. I'm like, what? I'm not going to be like, no, or send it back. Like, I've been offered that and I've taken it and it was wonderful.
Yeah, that's my favorite drink in like probably the entire world is an iced dirty chai. And then I do like soy milk instead of regular milk.
I love it.
It's so good.
I love that. I'll take it. When I get back into, I don't know, my goal is, so basically what I'm trying to do is just get back into fitness. So there's one point where I ran a number of marathons and I think I was like 175, 180. Right now I'm pushing like 230. So, I mean, I'm still like, I can still do athletic things. I don't think you can really, I don't know. You can kind of tell if you looked at a picture back then. But for me, it's just like, okay, I wonder what I could do if I lost like 30 pounds and got down to like 200 or 190, because I carry it well, whatever. But yeah, so I basically been running, intermittent fasting, keto. I've done keto for the last 2 weeks, and then intermittent fasting I added on Monday. So we'll see. It's not that
So
tough.
tell
I
us
gotta do
about
something.
that. What's the keto consist of a little bit?
So keto is just like 75% fats, so like you load some butter in there, avocados, cheeses,
Um,
like bacon. It's really not that bad. And then, you get your like eggs and meats. So you want to have basically 70s, like 65 to 70% fat, and then like 20% carbs, 20 to 25%, not carbs, protein, and then like a very minimal amount of carbs. So like I just try to stay under 20 grams of carbs. So if you just like today, just look at your food before you eat it, and just look at the carbs. And if it's got like fiber, that doesn't count because your body doesn't process it. But 20 grams of carbs is hard, very hard. I mean, that's like a half of a cookie or something, maybe a cookie.
I do. I
But,
am not following keto. I think I'm the reverse right now. I'm like 70%
right.
carbs. And
But the thing is that when you get into ketosis, so that's where basically what happens is you deplete your whole body of stored glucose, and then it's got to find the energy source. What it does is it produces ketones, and then basically your body just becomes a fat burning machine. So it takes all that stored fat and it's just like a furnace. And actually your metabolism goes up and all this stuff. So anyways, and you get it, like all the glucose you have goes to your brain. So you just think clearer. I mean, this is just from my personal experience. If I stick with it, it's like, oh my gosh, I just feel really good. Adding the intermittent fasting. So basically I don't eat from 8 p.m. till 12 p.m. So I get to eat like, after this. So I'm not very hungry. I haven't even been thinking about this, but it's just, I just wanted to challenge myself. There's been a lot of times where I'm like, oh, I'll try that, or I'll try this. And then also I've been running. So I've got this one route from my house, and I've been running like either right after I eat, so like 1 or 2, or I'll eat it at night, or I'll run at night. And it's been good. I mean, I can just feel myself like, okay, because at one point, if I could run a marathon, that means I could, and I was doing it at like 7.5, 8 minute pace back then. So you're running like 18 miles and you're just staying at a 7.5 pace. I mean, you're cooking. Right now, I'm just being honest, I'll run like 3.5 to 4 miles, and I'm running at like an 11:20 pace, and I'm struggling. So I'll get back into it.
but that's how running is, because I'm like a roller coaster runner. I get super into it and I train for a race and then I stop, or I do a challenge and then I stop. But whenever I start back, my time is so much slower than after I put in like a month of work. After I put in a month of work, I've dropped like 3 or 4 minutes, because I'll get down to like 8 minutes. That's like when I was in high school, I could do like 6-minute miles, but now I'm doing like 8 realistically. But whenever I start, it's always like a 10 or an 11, because my body's just like, whoa, you went from comatose to like laying on the couch to doing.
No, I know. So yeah, last night I went running in the rain, which I love. That's what I love about the coast, like when I went on like 2 or 3 runs when it was super hot earlier in the week. Like Sunday, it was like pretty hot, and it's hard. I mean, it's just like, okay, I'm sweating. It's nice in other aspects, but when you're running, it's like that nice rain just coming down on you, and you're just like hearing the Rocky music. No.
All right, well, we're going to move into our this or that portion. I'm going to give you a list of things and you have to pick between them. Okay, Eddie?
Roger.
Okay, dog or cat?
Dog.
Phone call or text?
Phone call.
Cardio or weights?
Ooh. I love cardio, but I like a mixture. I mean, that's why man, that's a tough one, because that's why CrossFit is so awesome.
Oh, Josh will come back on. I'll keep going until he gets back on. Ice cream or snow cone?
Ice cream.
Cake or pie?
Pie.
Swimming or sunbathing?
Ooh, I like a little bit of both, but I'll go with sunbathing.
New clothes, new phone?
Hmm. New phone. New phone. I'll go with that.
Work hard, play hard.
Play hard.
What's worse, laundry or dishes?
I love doing the dishes. So
What?
laundry. Yeah, I do the dishes all the time. I love it. I just put in my podcast, and I got a system, and I just go for it.
I love it. Okay, well, Josh runs the next part, so I'm gonna wait for him. Do you mind
All
if I
right.
give him a call real quick, Eddie?
What happened?
I don't know. I'll give
The
him a call.
internet's down.
He lives over Freddie's area, so hopefully.
He looked like he was in his classroom.
Oh yeah, he is in his classroom. Last time his computer died is what had happened. So sorry, we'll just do a little quick pause, guests.
Do you edit these?
No. So everyone's gonna. Hey, are you coming back, Boudry? Did your computer die? Okay, I just admitted you. All right, bye. Called it. I just admitted him. He'll be on in just a second. Did a tree fall down again on the school, Boudry? Just big tree cut out. Oh, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Boudry.
Now you're muted.
Now you're muted. So try unmuting.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Oh, he bounced off.
Okay, well, this is going to be a different episode. Well,
All right.
he runs the next part, so I feel bad going on without him.
Is Leanne about to get on?
Yeah, but I'll have her on and I'll pop her off and tell her to come back after. This will be an interesting episode. They're usually not like this, but it'll work. Hey, Leanne.
Oh, what's up, Leanne?
Hi, Leanne. Man, the Wi-Fi must be down everywhere. Oh, Josh is back. Leanne's connecting to audio. Oh, we got 4. Hey, Leanne, we are running a little bit late on Eddie's interview. Could I text you and then you join back in maybe in like 10 minutes?
Sure, that'd be fine.
Thank you, Leanne. Sorry.
No worries.
Okay, thanks, Leanne.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now, Josh. Awesome.
Sorry about that.
No
Jeez.
problem.
I kept watching it, and then I got interested into the conversation. So sorry.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so we just did this or that, so now it's your turn, Josh.
Boom. Okay, you ready for a little trivia, Townsend?
Let's go for it.
Okay, man. I just tried to pull up some ridiculous movie trivia, so hopefully you can pick a couple of these anyway. Here we go. I'm gonna read a question and then give you 3 multiple choice options to choose from.
Okay.
Choose one, you get a point, or you get the answer correct, you get the point.
Okay.
All right, man. Here we go. In the movie Jurassic Park, the velociraptor noises are actually from what animal? Is it horses breathing, hissing gooses, or tortoises mating?
I'm gonna go with tortoises mating.
Boom. You're right. But the answer is actually all 3. But tortoises mating is the top answer.
Love it.
Okay, so good job. Give him the point.
Got it.
All right, here we go. Besides Arnold Schwarzenegger, what other actor was considered for the lead role in The Terminator? Was it Sean Connery, O.J. Simpson, or Harrison Ford?
I'm gonna say Harrison Ford.
It's a great guess, but it's O.J. Simpson.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
Okay.
He was too likable for the cyborg assassin thing, I guess.
At that moment in time, I could see it.
Yeah, that's a snapshot of history.
All right. Here we go. Number 3. What was the first movie that allowed toilet flushing? And I say that because showing a scene of a toilet flushing was not allowed for a certain time. It was considered too disgusting. So what movie was the first movie to show a toilet flushing? Was it Psycho, Gone with the Wind, or Citizen Kane?
I'm gonna say Citizen Kane.
Another great guess. It was actually Psycho.
I'm failing right now.
That was a tough one. You got this one though. It's a Disney trivia.
Okay.
So the genie from Aladdin complained that being cooped up in the lamp gave him such a crank in the neck. I want to know how long the genie was in the lamp. 5,000 years, 10,000 years, or 20,000 years?
I feel like I just watched this, and my inclination is to go with 5,000 years.
Another good guess. It's actually 10.
Ah,
All right.
jeez.
Okay, last one. Now, have you watched any of these?
The Aladdin?
No, any of these broadcasts?
Is it about Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just if you have seen a broadcast, you might know this one's coming. So we all know from the last broadcast, if you've seen it, that True Romance was Tarantino's first screenplay. Have you seen True Romance?
I haven't.
It's
it's a
also
good
Josh Boudry's in his top movie.
It's one. Yeah, it's a top. It's a good one. I want to know what Tarantino's first paid writing gig was.
Ooh.
So, was it from?
Go ahead.
You want some? You want three options?
Yeah.
All right. From Dusk Till Dawn, Reservoir Dogs, or Four Rooms?
4 Rooms.
It's a great guess. From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh,
He was
All right.
paid.
that movie didn't come out till like 98 or something.
I know. He was paid $1,500. He agreed to do it for $1,500 because he promised to showcase the talent of this special effects company, and so in return, they did the ear scene in Reservoir Dogs for free.
No, wait, that's a good fact. I like that.
Yeah.
Where are you finding these facts?
Hit
Jeez.
it. Google. All right. Thanks for playing, man. Those were some tough ones. Thanks for
1 for
playing.
8. Dang it.
Okay, you got 1 point, Eddie. 1 point on the board.
I know that's not sitting pretty with you right now.
Oh,
All right.
Next round, you ready for it?
let's do
We're
it.
going to round 2?
Oh, we
round
have a
two.
bunch of different games.
Yeah,
Oh,
round
okay.
2 is a little voice reading. So we're going to do a little, what do we call it, Chloe?
Whisper. What is it? Whisper challenge.
Whisper challenge. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Stole it from Fallon. So I'm going to read one. Chloe will read one. And so you'll get 4 total.
Do I have to put headphones in or something?
Nope. I'm going to mute my screen.
Okay.
And I'll try and enunciate as best as I can.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and mute. I'm going to say it several times, and I'll put up a finger in between, okay?
I can get last word.
I want to say a sink grabbed my lunch.
Oh, you're so close.
Close. So close. A snake got my lunch.
Oh, all right.
Dang.
Okay,
Great
ready?
job.
I'm going to mute, okay?
How does that sound?
Excellent. Boom. Okay, here we go. My last one.
The ball is in your court.
Eddie! Okay, making up for the trivia. Coming back with a whisper challenge.
Charlotte's. No? Scarlett's letter? No?
Good try, man.
Chocolate covered Oreos.
Oh, dang it.
Okay,
All right.
now we're moving on to name that tune. I have picked songs throughout time in history.
Okay.
If you can name the artist, you get a point, and if you can name the song title, you get a point.
Are you going to start in like a certain decade?
No, that would be nice for you, wouldn't it? So we're gonna go from there. I will play a little bit of it. I'll pause it, and then I'll skip to the middle if you need it. But if you get it after I pause it, we're good. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ready for the first one? Zooming through. Okay.
Danger Zone.
Yeah?
Damn.
I don't know who sang it. I'm gonna say I don't know. I don't know who it is.
Kenny Loggins.
I would have never guessed that.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
This was popular back when I was a kid.
I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith.
No, Eddie, you just need like 3 seconds and you're killing these, okay? All right, next. This is a more recent song.
You used to call me on my
Drake. And what is that song? Drake and you usually have me.
You got to do some weird Drake dancing.
Yeah. What's that song called? Like I know that song. It is something. It's like I want to say it's one of his albums. Man, I don't know.
Okay, Hotline Bling.
Oh, I knew that. Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah. Okay. I think that is dun, 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 dun.
Ah!
Girl.
Yeah, okay, what is that?
What is that? Ain't no holla back girl.
Yeah! Who's it by?
It's by what's that? Who is that girl? That
Dating Blake Shelton.
she's yeah. Oh yes. The Voice.
I love this, Eddie. I love it so much.
I don't know. Well, I do know. Let me think.
Relax, you got this.
Got it.
She was in a group.
Yep.
She's blonde.
Yep.
She's beautiful.
Yep.
And her name is I don't remember.
Gwen Stefani.
Ah! Is this how it is for everybody? They just get so frustrated.
Yeah.
Ready for the next one?
Sure.
Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna skip to the middle. It's kind of quiet. Hey, yeah. No, just kidding.
I want to say that's who is that group? Or is that Justin? It's not Justin Bieber.
Mm-mm.
No, it's a group. They're a group of little boys.
Yeah.
And they're named the Something Brothers.
Kind of.
Oh.
Yeah. It is their last name. That's the name of the band.
Yeah, I know this one. I don't know. Yeah.
You know the name of the song?
Mbop.
Yep. Okay, you get a point for that by the Hansons.
The Hansons. I was going to
Hansons.
say the Dawsons.
Okay,
I knew
ready?
that though. Yeah.
Okay. I'll skip to the middle.
You gotta fight!
Beastie Boys.
Yep. And what's it called?
Fight for the right to
Yeah.
party.
Hey, Eddie, you're killing the music. Okay. I have a couple more. I put a lot on this one, Josh. I was just having too much fun. Okay, ready? This one, the title's hard. Okay, I'll skip to the middle.
Ain't no funky white boy.
Yeah, play that funky music, white boy. And the band name's hard.
Is it Tie a Yellow Ribbon?
No, it's like Wild Cherry. I didn't know that one, but I knew the song. Okay, you have 2 more. I'm sorry I'm doing a lot this time. I just got really into it, guys. Okay.
Okay, I got this one.
Okay.
I always use this. Leva la vida loca, and that's Ricky Martin.
Yeah. Okay. 2 points. Okay. Last one is a band that a lot of people said that they listened to back in the day. So the band name, I'm going to give you a hint. I'm going to give everyone this hint. It's a double of the same word. Okay. Ready? I'm gonna skip to the middle.
You feel my heat, I'm just a moment behind.
Duran Duran.
Yes!
Man.
Okay, and what's it called?
Doo doo.
Dun 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 dun. It says it right there.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Dada.
Hungry like a wolf, I was saying. And I'm hungry like the wolf. Okay, good job, Eddie. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points. Thank you for
Nice
being
job, Eddie.
today, Eddie.
How does that compare?
Well, it depends because we play different songs each time, but most people get
Okay.
in this range.
It's up
so,
there.
Good job.
All right.
Well,
That was
before
a strong finish.
that great finish. Do you want to have any words for our Cubs or our viewers?
Oh, yeah, I'm excited for my time at Newport, and just excited to meet new people and gain new relationships. And yeah, I'm excited to be back in Cub Navy Blue. Let's go.
Woo!
So yeah, and if anybody wants to talk or I'm approachable. I'm around, and my son's watching a TV show. So
Nice. Well, thank you, Eddie. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, Eddie.
thank you guys.
Bye.
All right. Have a
Take
great
care.
day. See ya.